So what is the best or worst ways to break up with someone? Go.
The most comfortable way for me to break up with someone is on text and then block them and never speak to them again. But I've never done that.
So healthy.
I've never done that.
so
It's just what I would like to do.
What?
But
So
I've
that's your
never done that.
ideal way. Really?
I mean, because then I don't have to fucking do anything.
But what
Then
about closure? I feel like you need like a face-to-face thing for the closure.
when I break up with someone, I'm already over them.
Jeez.
Most of the time.
Okay.
Almost every time they've broken up with someone, I'm over them. Because I've been in the relationship where it's been declining and I've been like, I'll try to make it work. And then it doesn't work. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I'm ready to break up. And then...
her ideal is just bye Felicia, block. Like,
no, I mean, that's ideally. But no, I always like, we'll sit down. I'll be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I just feel like it's not working out.
Would you do it at
And
home
I'll-
or would you do it in public?
Public.
Okay.
Oh.
Public space for sure. Are you kidding? I don't want to hold...
Your last breakup that you had to endure, like a serious relationship. I'm not talking about flings.
Yeah.
Serious long-term relationship. Been in the relationship for more than 2 years. How'd you break
Oh.
up with them?
My
Oh,
last...
no, at home, private, of
Home,
course.
right? Like, if
Something
you- I
like
think-
a long relationship, you have to do it at home.
I think if you care about someone, you do it personally, privately.
No,
if it's
I-
like a fling, yeah, in public.
No, like my last, like serious, obviously long-term breakup, which was my biggest 8 years of a relationship, was at home where we sat together and we talked. We'd been talking for weeks, and then finally we came to the conclusion that this is not working out. We both cried, and then we decided, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. And then we hugged and stuff. And
I think that's a very mature way of doing it.
yeah, because there was so much like love and respect for each other, even though we were breaking up. Because once you've been with someone for that long and neither of you is a terrible person, like, you know, like not an evil person, I don't think it's gonna,
Yeah.
I don't think
I think that's the
anyone
best way to do
deserves
it.
like disrespect during the breakup.
Okay.
What about you, Z?
I always talk to the person. I'll face to face.
I feel like Z would be very matter of fact. Like, it's not working.
Yeah.
According to my statistics,
Wait,
you've been an asshole for 80% of this relationship.
But I do throw in we can still be friends. I used to believe that, like, we could still be friends, but now not anymore.
Ooh, we're going to get on that.
We are going to get that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, on that a
before,
bit.
so I read a statistic. Most common way to break up, 57% said in person, 29% said phone call, 17%, well, actually, I'm going to do 35. 35% said it was okay with text, letter, or by email.
35%?
35% people said this was the way that they would break up with someone. Who fucking
Email?
breaks up over an email or a letter
35%
even. I
of
mean, how old
people.
are we, people?
Yeah, these are boomers. Like,
Dear blah, blah, blah.
dear madam, who I
I would
am
like to
associated
inform
with.
you of this pending decision that I have arrived at.
Me and my genitalia,
My
no one
best.
to want to see you.
Sorry, cuties.
Bye, cutie.
Yes, this was bullshit. Yeah, no, I think email is probably like the worst thing.
Email's
you can do.
awful. Who checks your email? I'll just spam it and be like, we're still together.
Oh shit! Imagine breaking up with someone on email. That's awful.
You have no respect for that person if you can't. I know it's difficult, and a lot of people, yes, they have this anxiety about confrontation. I get it, but still, at least a phone call, right? I think that's if you can't face to face
That's the
deal with
decency,
someone.
yeah.
face
Okay,
to
what's the worst way you guys have been broken up with?
Oh, he just left.
What?
Yeah, he just left the country.
Wow.
Yeah, this was not a very positive relationship. I wouldn't even call it a relationship. It was just a fling. And
They just left the country.
Yeah.
What did you do? I didn't do anything.
We gave them the stats, the real-time stats.
We were just like it was obviously not working out. Like it was a very, very short term thing, like maybe like 2 weeks or something like this. And we were fighting, and he was with someone as well, so it wasn't exactly
Leo,
he told me it was over though.
Oh, but then he
Stop
was
it,
lying.
man. He
Oh,
was
what
lying,
a dick.
clearly.
Hope his plane crashed as he left.
Anyway, so
Fucker.
his other person left the country, and he basically followed her. Yeah, and that's when I realized I was like, you fucked up.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Not on you, that's on him.
Yeah, that's
That
a weird.
is
That's a really
on
bad breakup.
That's a shitty thing
I
to do.
had.
Yeah.
Very shitty thing to do. What about you, Saaniya?
Well, this is a bigger story, which I think will come in when we talk about how you deal with the after breakup math.
Oh, we still have to get onto that. Awesome.
What about you? What's like the worst way? Not many people have broken up with me.
WhatsApp.
What's up?
For me, WhatsApp. Yeah, someone
Someone
was
broke
just
up
like,
to you over WhatsApp?
yeah. And it was just really random. It was just like, I think it's not working because I'm going through something. That was it. It was so vague. And then left the country. Yeah, but like a couple months down. So we never
Okay,
met.
so it
we
wasn't
never,
immediate leaving
No,
the
no,
guy.
it wasn't immediate like that one. But like, yeah, it was shitty.
Was it serious, like a long-term thing, or was it like a
Probably my longest after the one now, yeah.
Really?
So, yeah, it was a shitty thing to do.
That's a shit.
And I thought we were like super in love. So I was just like, huh? I was really confused. I was like, what the hell's happening?
Did he want to meet you after he'd WhatsApped you?
No.
Is he dead now?
No, but he might be. No, he's not.
She might have found him.
I'll find him.
Yeah, fine. I'm
kill
sorry.
him.
So 19% of Americans were ghosted.
Oh.
For breaking, that's
Worst
very
way to break
awful.
up
But
with
that's a
someone.
guy
way.
thing. Guys do that. Guys like distance themselves
How
until
can you
you
be
break up with
so-
them. This is a thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen
Yeah.
this.
Oh my God, that's a thing?
It's a thing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a total thing.
I think that's happened to me once.
And I think they think we don't know it's a thing.
I
But we
didn't know
know
it's a thing.
we know. Oh, Saaniya didn't
Speak for
know.
yourself.
Saaniya didn't know.
I think I know. I think the last one was that, wasn't it?
Sheesh.
Hey! Hey! Yeah, I forgot his name. too.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. Yeah, even I just had to forget.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Have I ever been ghosted? No. I mean, except for the guy who left. That's kind of like ghosting, right? He just up and left. But I did like block him on everything because I was
Fair
like,
enough.
all right, Z,
Fair enough,
you've been
fair
played.
enough.
Well done, sir. But that's really cowardly.
It is
I
very
I
cowardly.
can't understand that. Like, how can you be so cowardly that you can't
For me, it's like closure.
talk to somebody?
Yeah.
Like,
It shows
how-
their maturity, though.
yeah.
No,
immature
shows like
five-year-olds.
I've broken up with someone on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah,
How
but
old
how
were
old
you?
were you?
Like
Facebook Messenger.
25.
Oh, shit, Saaniya.
35?
25?
He was online.
Oh, then it's okay. It was real time.
He was chatting
It was
with
fucking
me.
real time.
He was online, so
He
I
was
was
like,
I was like, hey, and
ASL.
he's chatting with me. I was like, so I just don't feel like it's working out. And he's like, oh my God, and he's crying emoji. And then so it was the opportunity presented itself.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So listen.
It's fine. Yeah, we were on the tail end of that anyway. You know, it's not a huge surprise when I break up with someone. It's kind of
Oh,
coming.
you think this coming?
Mine
You're
usually
the one
happens
who
with like
ghosts,
a
aren't you? I
I
feel like
don't
Saaniya's the
ghost.
one who does the distancing.
No, I do something much worse.
Worse than distancing? What do you do?
No, like I move on very quickly after breakups.
No, that's fine. But like, what do you do to make them know that it's coming?
Oh, I tried to break up with them several times.
Oh, Jesus, Saaniya.
And then they keep not letting me. And then eventually I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do it like this and then it'll work. And then eventually I'm like, I'm putting my foot down. This time I'm going to do it. And then finally they stop fighting for it. And then I'm like,
Bye.
okay, bye now.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. But it's always for a good reason that I break up. I don't think I've ever broken up with someone for a bad reason. Although, like, I do know of some people. Like, I knew this guy. He was dating this girl. We were quite young. Maybe we were like 18, 19. He was dating this girl and he told her, you look like Paris Hilton. And she dumped him.
So I guess that wasn't hard.
That's kind of mean.
That's what Paris Hilton says. That's
Yeah,
hard.
that's hard. She
It
was
was
like,
not
that's
hard.
not.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
It's not that terrible looking, though. I wouldn't take offense at that.
Paris
Yeah,
Hilton?
I know. It's kind of, I don't know.
Blonde, blue eyes. I mean, typical.
She's beautiful. Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are dumb. I've heard of people breaking up for dumb reasons.
There has been dumb reasons. I'm trying to think. What's like the dumbest reason you can think of?
I think there was this one girl I knew who broke up with her guy. This is not dumb. This is a great reason. Because he hadn't introduced her to his family and they've been dating for like
No, that's a
six
good reason.
years.
Were they Indian?
Yeah.
That's a good
6
reason.
years, which I
That
think
is a good
insane.
reason.
Like when I date a guy, he introduces me to his mom in like at least like 2 weeks.
Yeah, because you usually introduce your entire family within the first 3 days.
Hey,
my mom.
we're
That's my job.
Indian.
It's like-
story.
Also, I'm amazing. Why wouldn't he?
Cat ears or without cat ears?
Without goodness. You have to be careful with the mom. Listen.
You know the moms
I'm
aren't
good
going
at
to
moms.
tolerate
And
that.
I've had the most hardcore moms. Like of like boyfriends and stuff. I'm good.
I love the idea of like him taking Saaniya over for dinner and she's like come straight after a pod. So she's got the cat ears. And instead of dinner, they just put a bowl of milk out for her.
That would be hilarious.
That would be like,
Saaniya.
Okay. You mentioned go-to after a relationship ends. What's your go-to?
Oh. Like
I
your go-to
call it the amuse bouche. A palate cleanser, if you may. I think the easiest way to get over someone is to immediately find someone else.
is to get under someone. Is basically what
Okay,
you're
no, so
saying.
I don't do that. And for me, by the way, since I was like quite young, like in my teens, I was never single. I would like go from like long-term
serial
like
dater.
3.5-year relationship to a 2.5-year relationship to another like 3-year relationship. I was insane. But in between those relationships would be like a 1-week gap or like a maximum 2 weeks gap, which
So she's
I know
a serial dater.
Yeah,
I'm a
relationship
serial
person.
relationshipper.
Relationship.
Yes,
That doesn't
yes,
sound as cool.
long-termer.
Is it?
I'm a
Yeah, you are a
long-termer.
long-termer.
No,
Ain't
but
no
hey,
long-termer.
after my divorce, my whole system's changed. 3 years.
3 years of no
Look at me,
long-term.
I'm all over the fucking place.
No, but
Who's
true, you
been my
haven't
long term?
Yeah,
Like,
she hasn't been long-term.
I think after a marriage is
It's
definitely
different.
So-
You need
take
some time. Yeah, you need some
Yeah,
time.
you take a time to step back.
yeah.
How long do you think is necessary after a breakup? Like, how much time do you think it takes you to get over a relationship?
How serious was the relationship?
It was a serious relationship.
Very
Let's say
serious.
5 years.
5 years, okay. I have thoughts.
6 months?
6
But
months
just
of a 5-year
be
relationship?
Oh, being single. I was okay. I need to tell you guys.
that's
Before
too
my
much.
current, I was never in a serious relationship. Like never.
What do you mean?
Like the longest before my current like husband was like 6 months.
what?
Yeah, I was just like, I ain't into a relationship.
Damn, yo. Commitment issues.
Yeah, I think I was. I was a bit of a guy.
Relationships.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, they're so great.
You do?
Ah.
I think she was expecting us to be
No,
shocked.
so what I used to do was like I would get over, like I would break up with someone and then I didn't want to feel it. I didn't want to feel it. So I would just, and someone else would come along and I'd be like, well, he's nice enough. And then, and then I'd just be in a honeymoon phase and I wouldn't have to feel it. And
Or would
that
you
was-
break up before the honeymoon phase? Like before the end of the honeymoon phase? Would this amuse-bouche do?
No. So amuse bouche is a new concept now.
Oh.
Well, that wasn't a palate cleanser. That was
Oh,
a
I thought
whole
that was a
fucking-
palate cleanser.
No, now I believe in palate cleansers. That was my like toxic, very not unhealthy ways of dealing with breakups was to just get into another long-term relationship and until I die. But
Good strategy.
but since my divorce, so firstly let's talk about divorce. Since 2 of us are divorced, have been divorced. You're married.
Would you like me to?
Let's do
We're
that.
announcing it today, not joking. What a terrible way. I just forward into the podcast.
Yes, I feel like after not just divorce, if it's like a really serious relationship and you've gotten out of that, you are carrying this huge weight of all this love of the last, let's for me, 8 years. And you're like, I've got all this love to give, where do I put it? And you start looking for a person almost immediately. At least this was my thing. Where you're like, I need to put this on somebody. Okay?
You mean, wait, you
And
mean
then-
you had the love for 8 years and then like,
You know, when
Isn't like
you
all
like
her love
lift
and
your love from
emotions?
that relationship and you're like, okay, so I have all this love to give someone.
She was a love
Okay.
atlas. I love that.
Love Atlas.
You know, atlas like the.
I'm a love
Yeah,
atlas.
you're a love atlas.
Carrying all this love, and I'm like, who should I dump it on? And then the first guy who comes along, and this I've seen is a toxic pattern for a lot of people. Your first person that you get with after a serious breakup is like super toxic.
Really?
Is like the worst decision you make.
yeah, that makes sense.
It is such a bad decision. You
Like
should
a
not.
rebound.
But it's not just a rebound. It's like because you have all these intense feelings. You're used to loving someone so much, and your first person who comes along,
you just
you're
throw it
like,
all
let
on
me
them
put
kind
all
of
of
thing.
this on you, haha. And that person may or may not deserve it. Most probably
Doesn't deserve it.
doesn't deserve it. But you're just like, I need to place this.
Take it.
Can I just please for 1 second? Can you hold this? And then they hold it and they're like, and then they shit all over it. Yeah, so that's what happened to me after my marriage, I think. I was like, what do I do? What do I do after my divorce? And the first guy who came along, who was like the worst guy who came along, and that was a huge fucking mistake.
How long were you with that person?